The Rats cast is now live streaming The Last Campfire. Hello new game.
There is a place where the lost embers go. As their light begins to fade, Ember ran, because standing still made them feel helpless. The wall glistened. The painting showed embers on a sacred journey. Ember felt so afraid and alone. That it was a relief to find someone to talk to. Ember froze, almost too frightened to look away, when they noticed a small satchel. The satchel felt heavy. Ember looked inside. The statue shone brightly in the light. There was a symbol on the floor. Ember noticed something wrong. There was a round space where something used to fit. To Ember's delight, the golden statue slid perfectly into place. Ember left, feeling sorry for the stranger now alone in the dark. The stairway opened into a dark forest. Ember could feel fear taking over. They'd washed up alone, somewhere very unfamiliar. Ember felt like they were being watched. The foxes howled into the night. The only reply was silence. The path was blocked. As Ember approached, the flame seemed to call out. With a feeling like falling, the forest had slipped away. Ember felt lost in darkness and ruin. The caged flame stoked new hope in Ember. Hope was almost within reach. The flame spoke and Ember listened. The flame lingered ahead. Was it trying to escape? Or leading the way? The campfire flickered into life. The ghost spoke. Hope has returned to a forlorn. I will warm them until they choose to move on. Ember looked to the ghost for answers. This is a place between places, to travel through as your light fades. But none have passed on in a long time. The Forest King now holds us here, and those who linger will turn forlorn. Again that word, forlorn. I am just a guide along the way to fan the flame. So many lost embers have I seen, more than I could help. The forlorn are those who lost their way along the path. If you find them, send them to me and I will guide them. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. The Forest King watches the doors. The campfire will light the way. Find those who are lost. Bring embers to the fire. Travel wisely. Return if you have lost your way. The stranger said, "Take care of those you care about the most." Barely visible through the murky water was the shadow of something hiding, and on a small pier with barely a sound, a lonely fisherman sat. the traveler said. You sailed in here. Where's your boat? Friend, you need a boat. Go see the builder in the caves. Tell them I'm sorry I never came back. The Ember was curious. Where did you wake up? I'm headed for the crossroads. It's not far, I think. I've heard there's a nest there. A safe place. The fisherman murmured quietly between sorrowful breaths. The fisherman felt so useless. His former joys were hollow. Sitting out there every day by the pond, only the dark water to hear him talk. In that darkness, a glimmer flickered. A thought beating like a drum. A thought that went round and round. It all started with a frog. Every day by the pond, a constant reminder. For a brief moment, the fisherman struggled to speak. He looked at Ember, hopeful. The fisherman spoke softly. There's a frog in that pond, a big one. Saw him grow from a tadpole. We were friends of a sort. Spent every day side by side. So much better at fishing than me, that frog is. Catches them before I can bait them. Oh, it makes me feel useless some days. The fisherman sighed. I've wasted so much time feeling like this. The old man looked carefully at the pond, at their rod, at Ember. Well, listen to me here, rambling on and on. It helps, though, telling someone. Thank you, Ember. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. Its eyes were fixed on Ember, but it seemed to mean no harm. Was this the frog that the fisherman spoke of? Ember could hardly ignore the rumbling from the frog's belly. You saw the frog? Did the frog mention me? You ask the frog about me, see what they say. Actually, no, just please don't tell the frog how much I talk about them. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. Poor little worms. They didn't ask to be here, but how do you fish without them? One for me, one for the fishes. Slurp 'em down. They say catching a fish isn't the point. So I tell myself that. I tell myself that a lot. I chased old Blue Betty round this pond for years. Best days of my life catching that fish. Had to use myself as bait. Stuck on me head ever since. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. The Ember was curious. Where did you... I'm headed for the crop. I've heard there's a nest there. A safe place. The stranger had blazed their own path. Created their own rock, their own islands. They did not need Ember's kindness. But still, Ember stayed. building a bridge should it ever be needed. The stranger met Embers' eyes. The two shared a moment of silence. The stranger met Embers' eyes. The two shared a moment. The stranger met Embers' eyes. The two shared a moment of silence. The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze. It was hard to make sense of this place. The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze. It was hard to make sense of this place. The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. The traveler spoke. You ever had roast frog, friend? I miss a good roast frog. Oh, how they crackle. The stranger had been forgotten. They tried to follow as best they could. But no one heard them when they fell behind. The stranger looked at Ember with surprise. Someone came back for me. Thank you. The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. Its eyes were fixed on Ember, but it seemed to mean no harm. Was this the frog that the fisherman spoke of? Ember could hardly ignore the rumbling from the frog's belly. The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze.
I'm lost. I could be stuck on this puzzle for hours. That's what I thought it would fall there. Okay. Up.
It was hard to make sense of this place.
That puts me right back where I started from. As soon as I figure out solutions, I'm gonna shoot myself because I know I can figure this out. It's probably staring me right in the face, totally obvious, and I am 100% overlooking it. I just don't get it. I hate to say this, I might have to look this up. I hate doing that. But I literally I don't know what to do.
The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze.
Okay, I admit it. I big dum-dum. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Who's this? I think I've seen this guy before. Oh yeah. Zach Scott Games. I think I've seen his stuff before. Okay, he's pretty much right where I was at. Looks like he's on PC. Okay, yep. And now he just reset the gauntlet. Again, unable to figure out what's going on because it's a confusing puzzle. This one is not easy. I mean, obviously there's got to be a solution for it. It's a game. You have to have a solution for every puzzle. But just what? Okay, I want to hear this.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, I don't know now. I thought I had an idea, now I don't. Because it can only roll one way, I think. Okay, so if I'm up here, let's go up here really quick. There's like no way for me to get past this.
Nope.
That's a big problem, I think.
Yep. All roads lead the same way. No matter what you're doing, all the paths
Okay,
lead
so
the
I
same
think
direction.
What I need to do is somehow stack up two of them. So let me see if that's possible.
Okay, but how
I
would
just learned
you...
that they could stack at the initial part.
I didn't think about that.
And then let's push this over.
I did not think about that. He's stacking up the two up together.
Great.
And it worked.
Or not. Oh.
Okay, now what to do with it? Mm-mm.
Well, I thought it was gonna work.
I got it.
Well, it's...
I got it. He gave me an idea. Okay. So we need to stack. So you need to come over here.
It was hard to make sense of this place.
He didn't show me the solution. He just got everything stacked up and then kind of got confused of what to do, but I think I have an idea. I didn't watch the video any further past this part here where he got into this because he got completely confused what to do. So now I'm going to bring you guys here.
The
Push
trail
you boys
just
over
kept
there.
on closing.
Perfect. Haha, he gave me the solution without giving me the solution. Now I can go that way. Now I can go this way. Up. Thank you, Zach James. He didn't show me the solution, but he showed me the key to the solution, which is just as good. Because even though he's still confused in the video that I was watching, I was able to make sense of it. So thank you. And you could, well, I can't show you, but you can see I'm not completely finished with the games. Go check out Zach there.
The stranger's voice was hoarse. I just need some time, I think, to see things clearly.
Oh, my buddy Ray is talking to me. Okay, so this little frogos doesn't do us any good, so I put him here opposite his buddy, and I still need to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, he's just gone. I still need a solution for the pond.
The ghost said, "Speak and I will listen." There are others lost. Find them and I will guide them. Take the path east of here. Gaze into the pond. The frog knows of a lost forlorn.
Okay, but I've tried and he won't help me. He just stares at me hungrily, wants food, for which I don't have.
The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. Its eyes were fixed on Ember, but it seemed to mean no harm. Was this the frog that the fisherman spoke? Ember could hardly ignore the rumbling from the frog's belly.
Oops. Yeah, I got nothing in my thing, so it's not like I can...
If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
Well, I'm asking. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, is there a solution for the pond? No, this is just all of the basic stuff. He just has the puzzles. I want more than that. Feed the frog. I don't know. I'm getting all kinds of weird conflicting what have yous and what I'm supposed to be doing. Brambles? There's see there's somebody right there.
The old gate was locked.
Hmm.
The crow held its shining trophy tight. The stranger whispered, "Ever feel like you are being watched? I've never felt that.
Yeah.
What does it feel like? Is it nice? It sounds
No.
nice."
Oh shoot. Oh! You dirty bird. Oh. Can I use it to burn the brambles? I can. Oh. Hope I didn't start a forest fire.
Inside was a scrap of journal.
Hmm.
The strangers on the water went on without me. Where have I landed? Vines and thorns stretch out to trip me.
Sounds like my journey. Probably should have brought a torch with me. Ah!
The broken net hung ominously around the skeleton's neck.
Maybe I can fix it. Okay. Brambles.
The stranger shivered in the cold. They'd moved through such dark places. Warmth was a distant memory, stolen by the passing miles.
Yep, I somehow knew that was gonna happen. Okay, so come over here.
They lay down and closed their eyes.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Grab this. Light it back up again. And set those ablaze. Now we have the light we needed. Ha ha ha! Clever. Well on 5, wow. How many have I done?
The stranger blinked at Ember. Is it morning already? How long have I been asleep?
Too long, good sir. But we have you now. It's a good thing I brought that fire with me. Let me grab another, just to be on the safe side.
The key was nestled between the reeds, but it was just out of reach.
I need the net. Yes, I need to figure out how to fix the net. Ah, worms. Okay, so you want to be a nuisance. I see. Well then, Mr. Worm. I think the worm has turned.
The worm looked helpless, with no way to escape. As Ember picked it up, the worm let out a little yelp.
Sorry. But I need bait. There's that stranger again. Okay, so let's go talk to the fisherman again with the worm. If that don't help, we'll talk to the frog again. I need some help.
The fisherman noticed the broken net Ember was carrying. Let me have a look. See what I can do. With a silk thread, the fisherman carefully knotted it together. With each knot he tied, a net began to form. Here you go. Good as new.
Awesome.
If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
Okay, so he helped me with the net, but not with the frog. So maybe the frog wants the worm?
The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling.
He ate me!
This was not how Ember had imagined the end.
The turkey ate
The
me!
gurgling of water, a deafening heartbeat. But then... the frog returned Ember's good deed by leading them to a lost forlorn.
Undevoured. Devoured. Oh, great, another puzzle.
The stranger stood alone. Their friends have fallen aside, retreating from what came next. The stranger had ventured on.
Okay, maybe I need that temporarily. No, I need to move you first.
Now they were deep in the woods. It felt so pointless.
Shit. Okay, hopefully that's it. Okay, whew, I thought I made a mistake there for a moment. I was like, please tell me I didn't just screw up. Okay, there we go, bud. Yellow and red.
The stranger spoke hesitantly. Is the campfire crowded? Let me gather myself. I'll see you there.
Oh, that's right. Something else over here? Oh no. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with this. Talk to this person.
The stranger spoke. You look hungry, friend. You bring any broth with you? There's a cook in the swamp. Makes a broth like you wouldn't believe. Keep telling them that it doesn't taste right. They'll keep giving you more.
Okay, I can remember that. So now I have this puzzle fixed.
The Wanderer's Diary.
The Wanderer's
Unfamiliar
Diary.
trees, a path overgrown. Is this a resting place? A place between places? I call out, but mine is the only voice.
So now we can climb down this way. That takes care of everything over here, I believe. Now that I have my net, I just need the key.
The key was nestled between the reeds, but it was just out of reach.
Perfect.
The old gate was locked.
Yep. But
Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it.
oh. I haven't actually turned it myself. Well, be that way.
The stranger gasped for breath. Dark water slipping above their head. The sea didn't care if they sank or swam. Slowly the tides ebbed, washing over old walls. A safe harbor emerging from the inky depths.
Perfect. Oh, that one was the only one I found so far that was really, really tough.
Ember reached out
Interesting.
a hand.
Most of these have been fairly simple to figure out.
The stranger looked down. The ground feels good beneath my feet, friend.
It would be nice if you were on the ground. But hey. There he goes again. Okay, that should be the last one. Yes. First
The ghost
campfire.
said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead."
Okay. Ahead where?
Little one, your journey ahead will not be easy.
Well, yeah, I figured
The
that much.
path to leave this place is blocked. I will guide others to follow after you clear the way.
Everyone's sitting there with their sticks. Little frog heads, I guess? I don't know what those are. Ooh, that's awfully dark looking.
There are others like me who can help. You will always be welcome here in the forest.
Okay then.
The stranger said, "Take care of those you care about the most." The stranger thought, "I feel ready to move on." The stranger whispered, "Be kind to yourself." The stranger said thoughtfully, "I felt so alone. I was so lost." The stranger said, "Thank you for being so kind." With tears, the stranger said, "I had forgotten what warmth feels like." The stranger spoke, "My head feels clear for the first time." Once again, Ember could feel eyes watching.
Oh yeah, he just ran away.
Ember approached the forlorn, but felt it was different. They said, "I know what I need to do, what I need to feel. I don't want to be helped." Ember could not help. Not all problems were puzzles to be solved. Ember found
There he
the
goes.
Wanderer's diary. The oily smell of frogs. They know more than they will say. They watch me watching them.
How do you get down there so fast? How do you even get there? I have no idea. That guy moves like crazy.
Do you know where we are? I've been walking forever, lost in the marsh. The two travelers were talking quietly. Yeah, I got so lost in the marsh, you know? Why go anywhere else if it's safe here? Yeah, never having to worry again. The birds scare me though.
What are
The guard
those?
joked.
Oh.
Another scrawny Ember from the forest. And with a bag looking all nicely and shiny, both guards started looking at Ember with a deathly stare. The guard leered. "The Forest King would like you, little scruff. Yes, come a little closer. Let us see what's in that bag." "We guard the door to the Forest King." "Oh yes, we decide who gets to see the king." "The Forest King will want to see you." Yes, come this way."
I don't know if that was a good idea. I probably should have went back. I didn't finish the marsh. Can I go back? Yes, I can.
Change your mind, little. Don't keep the Forest King waiting. Don't stray too far. The crossroads gate was locked.
I don't have a key for that one.
The guard squawked. Stand back, don't come any closer. The guard was protecting a path down between the rocks. Nothing down there but sadness and turning forlorn. Go see the Forest King. He'll set you straight. The Forest King showed me the way. You'll see there's no need to keep going. He'll make a bird of you. Go get your feathers.
I don't want to be a bird. But I may have to go talk to him because it doesn't look like there's anything else I can do other than talking to the Forest King. We'll do that real fast then, I guess. Oh, I gotta talk to them again.
Change your mind. Don't keep the Forest King waiting. The Forest King. Yes, yes, come this way.
I don't like the idea of seeing the Forest King. Something tells me that something's wrong with this guy. I mean, as far as I can tell, he's the bad guy in all this.
Feeling of foreboding overcame Ember.
Oh my goodness, what the hell?
Ember was terrified but tried not to show it. The giant's bird spoke softly. Another little Ember. Speak, little one. Do not fear. The bird is a friend. Ember wanted to feel safe. Oh, little Ember. Birds won't hurt you. Birds will take another under our wing. Stay safe in the nest, you'll never turn forlorn. Ember was still afraid. Is it the night that scares you, little one?
What the hell?
See? Night is gone. Day is here. Birds will make the world less frightening. It wasn't only the night that frightened Ember. The bird was disappointed. Stay? No need to help, silly forlorn. Hope is false. Hope hurts little ones in the end. The Forest King spoke so gently to Ember. Perhaps they could rest here for a while. It was hard to know what else to say.
I have enough to do, I can't tell you. All I can do is stay.
You will stay. You will not turn forlorn.
I don't like this. I don't like this in the slightest.
Search for hope no more. Now take this feather. Feather means Ember is one of us now. Birds keep little ones safe. Birds should never leave the nest. guards seem pleased. Clever Scruff sticking with us. I can hold that bag for you. Leave them alone. They're one of us now. Yeah, one of us. And we all shares bags and things.
I mean, you can obviously see there's, you know, whatever these little Ember guys are, they're hiding inside that bird thing. So, what? Where did these guys go?
The travelers had disappeared. Their campfire remained. Bear tracks lay in the cinders.
What the?
The guard squawked. Stand back, don't come any closer. Nothing down, go see the Forest King. He'll set you straight. Got your first feather, I see. Best prove yourself, Scruff. Stand watch here. Promise you won't let anyone pass.
Except me. I just wonder what happened to all the people. What happened to the rest of the travelers? Everybody was there by the fire. They should have been happy now the day breaks, and yet they're all gone. This does not forebode well. I don't know if I can. Yes, I know. I'm hoping that it's saved from that sequence forward, at least from the Forest King sequence, anyways. Okay, I wasn't sure how long this little adventure was going to be, because sometimes they're not very long at all. But we'll pick up on this another time. I think we'll finish the rest of these little puzzles out. So far, it's been kind of fun. I guess it's some of the puzzles are a little more simplistic than I was hoping they would be. That one was really tough, though. That was a hard one to fathom. I hate having to look up solutions in the middle of a gameplay, but I've had to do it in the past just because something would just get me so stuck that I have no idea what I'm doing. And I know why I keep looking at the picture where I'm at. I should be looking at the camera. I'm not used to this yet. I get so stuck trying to figure out the puzzle, looking at everything, trying to figure out what I'm missing, that it's not connecting, and I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I said, that puzzle was staring me right in the face. The entire time I was looking at it, it was right there, right in front of me, and it took someone figuring out my mistake for me to figure, okay, now I know what I need to do. I got this. We're covered. So yeah, it's like I said, a matter of perception in this games, like this in puzzle games. It's so easy, like I said, to overlook something, to be focused so hard that you miss the obvious, and even if it's not that obvious, it's just easy to forget those things. So hey, that's the way the game plays, right? Again, real excited to play this. Hello Games first game since No Man's Sky. Like I said, this was a small group of a team from the Hello Games devs development group that did this. So, and I really want to support them because I love No Man's Sky. I love everything he did. They've done so much for that game, all of it for free. I mean, you've got to think how much money this company has been sinking into this game. It's got to be in the hundreds of thousands by now. All the updates. I know a lot of it's, you know, procedural generated, and I'm sure it's a little more easier. It might be a little bit more easier to produce because the computer's doing all the stuff. They're just making the assets, and the computer's putting everything together. But it still takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort. Then they got to go through and play everything, make sure there's no bugs, see where all the problems are, trying to get everything fixed before they launch it, and then when it launches, and we've already had, I think, 2 updates on 3.0. I think we're on 3.2 now, because of all the small problems and things that break when you fix a game like this that you're constantly adding new content to. You're always breaking something, which I've said a million times. When it comes to any game, I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're playing any kind of multiplayer game that is, or even it's not even multiplayer. Any game that is an online game, any game that is constantly changing and evolving, that has tons of DLC or expansion content. Again, whether it's online or not, it doesn't matter. But if you have any game that's constantly being changed, updated, expanded upon, what have you, you're going to have bugs, you're going to have game breaks, you're going to have situations, I don't care what it is, because when you introduce a new code into a system, into an older system, something is going to break. And unfortunately, that is an inevitable truth to anything as far as these types of games go. And yes, No Man's Sky is now online. It is now, I mean, it was always kind of online, because you're technically, anything you found or anything you did was supposed to be recorded and saved in the general community. But it wasn't like an MMO. And I had this discussion with somebody one time. Someone tried to explain to me that they knew better because they worked at GameStop. It's like, please, you're not a game developer, A1. You are nothing more than a glorified customer service person. So you don't know any more than anybody else who is not a game developer. So you cannot sit there and tell me that you know better than I do. 2, I do know a little bit something about how an online game works, because I've played multiples of them. I've done hundreds of beta tests. Well, not hundreds, but I've done dozens. No, probably more than dozens, but a couple dozens of different online games. I know how these things work. The idea of a multiplayer game is one where multiple people play together, not where your actions affect someone else's game somewhere down the line that you're never going to see. It's like Death Stranding. Death Stranding, if I put something down, somebody else in their game can use it. They can see my name, they could use it, it's there for them to use. But it's not the multiplayer game, because you will never talk to that person, you'll never associate with that person, you'll never deal with that person. They'll never be in your game, they can never physically in the game help you, other than leaving something for you to use. That's not a multiplayer game. That's not how multiplayer works. It is a game with online functionalities. It is not a multiplayer game. And I don't care how many times someone can try to argue that point, you're still wrong. A multiplayer game acquires the fact that you have to be online with multiple players, playing with multiple players. Even if you're playing by yourself. I can play Elder Scrolls Online by myself, but when I go into town, there are hundreds of thousands of people running around the town, doing whatever they want to do. When I'm in Destiny, I go to all the planets, do all the stuff by myself, but there are other players moving around doing their stuff. Because it's a multiplayer game. There are multiple people there that can interact with you, they can interact with you with what you're doing, they can be a part of the situation. Even if you're playing by yourself, they can affect your game. Changing the name of a planet does not technically affect your game in any significant way that makes it a multiplayer game. Leaving a post box that you can drop stuff in does not effectively change your game in any significant way. That is considered a multiplayer game. It is an online functionality. It is not a multiplayer game. There I go. On my high horse again. Sorry. I can't help it. That's the question that drives me crazy. But in any case, like I said, yeah. Hello Games. So far, wonderful little game. Really loving it. Really enjoying. Well, yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I don't know if I'm really yeah, I guess I'm kind of loving it. Sorry about that. Hope I'm not getting sick, a little congested or something. Like I said, it's not really a this is a great game from what I can play, what I played so far, what I'm playing of it. Beautiful. I love the artwork. I love the artwork. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if it's something kids can play because it is simple enough for kids to play, but I'm not sure how the story works out because it does seem like it has to do a lot with loss. And death. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out in the end. Because, I mean, there's a lot of games out there. Rhyme, for one, which was an absolutely beautiful game. It was so gorgeous, and that was all about the stages of grief. And it was, I wanted to cry at the end of that. That was so sad in so many levels, in so many areas. It was so hard. That other one, that Grizz, that just came out, that's another one that's about the stages of grief. You know, and again, it's about dying and letting go. Because your character literally is dying. Your character literally is trying to let go of their life or their life essence so they can move on. They're trying to accept their own death. Now, just because they look like kids' games, because of the cartoonic look of it, doesn't necessarily mean it's for children. Maybe older children, someone who could understand what's going through. It might be good for a child who's going through loss. You know, like if you have a child, if a family member dies and you're trying to help the child understand and process that grief, the game might be helpful in those ways because it might help them process that grief better and help them to understand. But other than that, I wouldn't think of letting the child play some of those games just because just the darker tone of what the game stands for, it's just not kid friendly, like I said, unless there's a specific reason why you're trying to have a child play this game. And even then, like I said, I would probably talk to a therapist first to make sure that's a good idea. So I'm not prescribing that. Don't take my word as gospel, please. I'm just saying it might be a good idea, but again, that's going to depend on you. It's going to depend on the circumstances, and again, if you know, you need a therapist to help the child process his grief, then talking to the therapist about letting the child play that game may be a good idea before you actually allow the child to do it, because it may be more harmful than good, because it may bring up feelings and remorse that the child's not ready to process yet. And you might be forcing this to the surface and causing more damage. So again, don't take my word for gospel, please. Whatever you do, I'm just talking off the top of my head. Anyways, I tend to do that a lot. But yeah, okay. I've rambled on for a good 12 minutes now, and I really should end the stream. I'm going to go check out my buddy Morpha613. He's streaming right now. If I had anyone watching, I would go raid the channel, but I don't. But I do suggest you check out his stuff on twitch.tv/Morpha613, and that's MORPHA613. So, good guy. Go check him out. He's a sweetheart. And as always, don't forget to come back here, as always, for more fun and games, because we will be finishing this later. As always, if you're new to the channel, please follow along and subscribe, whether you watch us live on twitch.tv/TheRatsCast or later on youtube.com/TheRatsCast. I appreciate it so very much. Don't forget to put the bell notification so you know when everything goes live and everything gets posted. Give us a big thumbs up on YouTube, because it helps out the channel. Check out all the other content, because I am a variety streamer, and everything goes straight to YouTube, so go check it out. I got a lot of stuff there for you guys to watch and enjoy. And please leave any comments or questions if you on any of it, on any of my channels or my social media sites. All those links are down below for you guys, including the Discord. Come join us. I'm trying to build a little community so you can help out and join the community. I'm also a Twitch affiliate, trying to make partner, so you can go ahead and sub. You can see a little sub thing on top, or is it down below? I don't know where it's at, but just we're got 2 subs for the month. I'm looking for others. You can use the Twitch gaming sub that you get every month if you want to help out the channel for free. You can do that. I got some cool emotes for you guys to use, and I'm trying to get some more approved if I can get the subs. So again, you guys can help out with that. So come over here, twitch.tv/TheRatsCast. Give us a sub and join the community, and just, come enjoy and watch the show. And I hope you guys appreciate everything I do and come back for more right here on the Ratscast. Until then, however, this is the end of our stream. You guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever time it is, and we'll see you next time on the Ratscast. Until then, this is cyperrat signing out for now. Later, bye. Wrong controller.